Hello and welcome to My Life on Paper. I'm Brianna and welcome to the Coast to Coast collaboration where we take some story cards to give us prompts. Today I am scrap lifting Nicole Santos from Because We Love to Scrap. I will have her information listed below. And so the cards that I'm using is the one is Special Days and I picked Christmas. One is Inspiration. So I am scrap lifting the scrapbook page by Nicole Santos. And one is Stitching. So I will have some faux stitching on a journal card and then lots of words. So be watching for that. I just went into my stash and I picked a bunch of Christmas scraps that will go together. And you'll see that Nicole has these torn layers on the bottom. I didn't, now that I'm looking at it, I didn't give them the dimension that she did. She looks like she curled them up a bit, and I just did the tearing, and it worked for me. So I will tear all of these pattern pieces to get the layering. Some of them are kind of short pieces, and I think she might have like repeated some of the patterns. I went with a different pattern for everyone. Scrap lists are just like sketches in that you can take the inspiration that you want and use it to make your layout. So the pictures that I have, I've done a couple. Now this is not from this past Christmas, which I was confused on at first. I mean, I knew they were from a year ago Christmas, but it's that last month of the year that throws me off. So you will see me at the end put 2023 on. It's really 2022 and it's okay. I fixed it before I put it away. But even in the final picture, it'll have the wrong date on it. So we play, and I've told this story before, but for the new people, we play bingo just for the last 2 years to make the present opening last a little bit longer, and the girls love bingo anyway. So I have 3 young adult daughters, and the boyfriend and fiance comes along. They get to play bingo as well. For their presents, we each do 3 presents. We've done that since our oldest was super little. And it works well. So there's going to be 3 photos. We've got Eliza and her boyfriend Carson. We've got the bingo card, and then the third one will be Eliza. And I trimmed it down to I think it was 4x4 to tuck in the bottom. Nicole doesn't have that third photo. She's got the one word there. I think it says epic, and I want to say I use a sticker that says epic on it. We'll have to watch for that. Actually, that might be on the next layout I do. Isn't that funny? A little subliminal message there, but I will get some words down next to that photo that's going to go on the bottom, and you'll see Eliza. It's very much her attitude of her attitude shows through on the picture that I'll put on the bottom there. So I use my ATG to layer these up. I'm not gluing them down at this point. They might get stuck a little bit, but I mean, I'm gluing them to each other, but not to the black background page. I wasn't sure what color to use for the background page. I knew I didn't want white because I just have, these are almost a cream background, but there is just a little bit of white and tearing the papers. So I decided to go with the black, and then I didn't have to worry about matching up creams or off whites or whatever color, and it worked out really well. Once I get to this spot, maybe it was even before, I have one more to trim or to tear. Maybe I did and I realized it's too short. So I'll go back into my stash to get one more paper, which is this one, and I'll tear that one to go across. And once I get these down, you'll see me pull out the photo. Now I think Nicole has 7 torn papers going across. I had to count because I'm very precise in that way. And when I lay the photo down, here I'm just going to get them, make sure they're stuck down on either side. When I get the photo down, I don't like the way it's peeking up like over the background page. There's our lovely picture of Eliza. So I decide I want one more torn paper in there. So I kind of alternated them green and red. The 2 of the green ones end up to be the shorter ones, not all the way across. I think this looks great. It looks really random, which is, again, like, I'm sorry, I say this every every video, but it's hard for me to be random. So I'm very pleased with the random lookingness of the torn papers. Ta-da! And then the two top ones get tucked in like Nicole's are. I do believe my photos are bigger than hers, but I think her strips mostly might be bigger than mine too. So I think her photos actually might, even though they're smaller, might end up higher on the page. But I do like the way this turns out, and I love Nicole's um, layout. I believe I found it on Instagram. I believe it's from 2020. Um, but it works super for scraps. Now I have some Nicole Jones 911 printables. That's these Christmas bulbs, and I have a couple more that'll go on the page as well. There's different sizes. So these I just printed out on my computer, um, on my printer, and then my Cricut actually I can load them into my Cricut so that it prints them out and then cuts them. You can also fussy cut, which works as well. But I pulled out some um, flare, and I have three left of the background for a Christmas layout, and so with it being the black background already, I layered them onto the printables, and I really like the way that turns out. Oh, here's where I pull the words, and um they're all Christmas themed ones. You can see I'm pulling them off the sticker page from the left hand side there. I have a cut apart from a 6x6 pad that I'm going to use for my journaling spot, and that actually, if you can see it, you probably can't see it here, but has faux stitching on it, so that's what I'm using for my stitching. This was from a paper pad. It's going to be my title. It says Happy Holidays. I'm going to back this with this red paper because it's black on black, so I want it to stand out a little bit. The Coast to Coast collaboration series uses a deck of cards. There's Story by Stacy. It's a ready, set, go, and bonus prompts from Close to My Heart. And those are the ones that we're all using. Everyone should be linked below that's playing along. And each month we use different prompts. I also have another video up today. I put a video together for 30 Days of Sketches with Chrissy's Beautiful Life, and I did not have things worked out ahead enough to double them up on one video, so I have two videos today, so be watching for that as well. I don't have good fingernails right now, so this foam tape always gives me a hard time, so that's what you see me struggling here with. But I like the black flare on the holiday lights. I will go ahead and glue down the other light bulbs with my ATG, and then I used my Cricut to cut out 2023, which I figured as I put them into the album that it's not really, it's 2022, but that's okay. It's easily fixed. I used my ATG glue, and I was able just to peel up the 3 and replace it with a 2. I will just kind of make a couple clusters here out of these lights. I'm not sure where I got the enamel stars, but I'll have enamel stars to put amongst those lights. I use more of those words since one of our cards says lots of words, and that one says jolly. We also have Dear Santa, December 25th. You'd better not pout, and cheer. And those are the stars I was talking about. I think I bought them off like a table at a cropping retreat one time. And these Nicole Jones 911 printables, I will have that listed below. They do come in different sizes, so I used just a couple of smaller ones for scattering pieces. And I'll get those stars down just kind of randomly, right? And then the year that I was talking about that I printed on my Cricut, I felt like it looked too flat and it needed a little bit of texture, I guess, to it. So I took antique linen, which isn't much of a different color than the paper itself, and I just kind of used my brush to brush it on just to give it a little bit of, it should look dimensional a little bit instead of so flat. So, like I said, the 23 is not the correct year, but it will be on the final pictures. I have I have changed it now to go into my album. I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing, for liking my videos, for leaving me comments. You guys make my day. I love interacting. I love getting to know people. You guys really put a smile on my face. So thank you so much. And thank you for hanging out with me through the end of this video. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.